we took this on ourselves. Mets Twitter's been begging for you to just give a rundown on this. Daniel, pull up the final thing.
And this is not the only time, by the way. I know you did this at Citi Field a few times as well. This is a bit of a common occurrence for you.
I kind of just walk around the field barefoot. A lot of people do this. I'm not like an innovator. A ton of people have done this. If anything, I've acquired that over years of watching people. It started actually in Cincinnati, and then there was years I kind of got away from it, maybe because I had other things to take care of before the game, you know, maybe whatever. But yeah, I really started doing this like.
That's your dad laying down and doing a little sunning before the game.
I do like to relax. That's right, Wren. Yeah.
All right. Oh, don't worry. We're not doing anything bad
That's
here.
the one you got to worry about for sure. No, yeah. So I think at this moment I was listening to I was actually listening to like a breath work meditation. VO, who's with us, we did some breath work as well. And I was honestly, this was at Dodger Stadium, I think.
I think it was before Game 1, LCS.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Meet at the Apple. I'm Vito Calisi. That's Jonathan Barron, and we're here with Jesse Winker. Now, Jesse, this is going to be a full circle episode for us because the first time we had you on the podcast, we did mean tweets. Now that you signed back with the Mets, it's time for nice tweets about Jesse Winker. So we're going to have you look at this screen over here, and we're going to have you read off some tweets of people being nice to you. And you got to tell us, what did we do last time? What was the two things, a winker or stinker?
Yes, I believe that was the scoring mechanism we used, yeah?
Yeah. Winker or stinker.
Lots happened since then, Jesse. We'll talk about that after we're done here.
Jesse Todd Winker. It's my middle name, Todd. I, bleeping, love you. I want you to be a part of the Mets for the rest of your career. Hashtag LGM, orange heart, blue heart. That's love. It's a phenomenal picture. I love that. You know, that's a ton of love. Extremely grateful for that. That's a legendary picture.
That's just the start. This gets a lot better, but that is a great picture.
Yeah, that's a great picture.
And
if
you
it
are
gets
back.
better than this, then
Oh, it gets better.
I'm locked in.
Again,
I'm tapped in. Let's go.
We're putting a lot of research before.
All right.
All right, there's a good one.
My daughter's in here.
Yeah, that's why we said you could bleep him out.
Yeah, okay. Jesse Winker is the blank the Mets always needed. Bleeping, love him. That's that's another legendary tweet as well. So thank you. That's a bunch of love. So,
That's a compliment.
Yeah, no, that absolutely.
I feel
thank
like you wanted that.
You know, I just play, and I really enjoy being here, and I love my teammates, and yeah, I just play.
All right, let's pull up the next one here.
Jesse Winker, all-time Met, IDGAF, we all know what that means. LMFA, oh, we all know what that means too. Hero arc activated, legendary tweet. All-time Met is false, by the way. There's a bunch of legendary New York Mets. Appreciate it. That's a ton of love, but the all-time Met thing, I mean.
I do have to say, though, Jesse, while I was doing the research, did a little parallel path research, you know you have the second highest playoff OPS in a single postseason in Met history?
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
You, Carlos Delgado, Daniel Murphy are the top three. You're number two.
I mean, just for the all-time Met list, those two are way more fitting, obviously.
Hey, there's a lot more story to write here.
Hey, facts.
I love this podcast because our host teaches people about themselves, and it gives me joy.
Yeah,
Every
no,
episode, somebody learns something about themselves.
That's really cool. Yeah, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. I'm just grateful to be here, man. I love this place. I love my teammates, the coaching staff, everyone a part of this organization. Then obviously the fans are what really make this thing go. And, so I love you guys. It's great.
They're grateful for you, and let's see
the next one.
Example of that.
A year ago, I could never imagine a time where I'd be rooting for Jesse Winker, but here we are, and I'm not even mad about it. Absolute Nuketown in Queens, my new favorite villain. Yeah, you know what? That's a really cool tweet. That's a great way of kind of putting things, because I remember there was multiple times throughout that season last year where I was like, holy cow, like I'm actually a Met. It's a place where I always wanted to be. And, there was a lot of sleepless nights just because of all the energy.
Last time we spoke to you, we asked you if you'd always wanted to be a Met, and you told us no. You said you had thought about it, but it wasn't something that was on your mind. Are you saying now that...
Well, I mean, it's still the same thing. I've always wondered, like, what it would be like to be a Met. That's always reigned true. Obviously, like, when I was in Cincinnati or Seattle or Milwaukee or DC, like I wanted to be there. I've always just wanted to play baseball, you know, but with this whole thing that was going on between, you know,
You and the fans?
yeah. I was like, man, I wonder what it'd be like to have them behind you and supporting you. And then, I mean, when the off season started, I made it very clear to my agent, like, hey, this is where I want to be. So if there's an opportunity to come back, that's where I want to go. But yeah, I mean, you know, always wondered what it'd be like to play in New York for sure. It's a place I've always loved. When I was on an opposing team, loved going in and playing. And then of course you're gonna like just have thoughts like, I wonder what it's like. And man, what an experience! What a fan base, and what a place to play, and what a team.
I think the perfect marriage, honestly.
Let's see the next one, Daniel.
Now this I like. I like this one a lot. This might be my favorite.
Best New York baseball player to wear number 3 equals Jesse Winker.
You know the other one that they're referencing there?
No.
Babe Ruth.
Oh yeah, that's not true. I didn't even think about that. I was like, man, who's number 3 in the Yankees right now?
No one wears it.
Yeah, it's retired. The Babe, the Sultan of Swat, the Colossus of Clout, the Colossus of Clout.
Sandlot.
there
Who was
you
the
go.
teammate who said he'd never seen Sandlot? It was like
Christian Scott.
Yeah, Christian Scott. You got to get on him for that, please.
I have no comment for that. I'm not even gonna,
He's a young guy, I
that
guess.
says I'm
All right.
yeah, that's great dude, by the way. I like
Oh,
Christian
he's the
Scott.
best. Yeah, he's the best.
Electric fastball. This is a ton of love, but this is false. Okay.
Okay. I like that this one is true or false. This isn't Winker's.
Sure. Well, I used to say, you remember Ruben Tejada, of course.
Yep.
When Derek Jeter announced he was retiring, I had a little thing on, it was Facebook back in the day where I was like, oh, Ruben Tejada, best shortstop in New York, baby.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
To be honest with you, I don't even, you know, there's been a lot of really outstanding New York Mets to wear the number 3. And so, you know, but I appreciate the love. How about that?
We got another one here?
Jesse Winker, baby. I see why so many people hate this dude, because he's that dude. Let's go Mets.
True or false?
Let's go Mets. I appreciate the love. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know. I have, you know, there's 2 things I want to do. It's be my daughter's dad and play baseball, and then getting to represent this organization, like this city. It's a dream come true. So I just love playing ball.
All right.
Next one.
I did not have blowing kisses at Jesse Winker on my baseball bingo card, but here we are. Let's go Mets.
Did you
one
receive the
back.
kisses? Did you know that Tweedle.13 was sending them?
I felt them in my heart, so thank you.
You know what you should do? You should say at Tweedleduh13. Here's back to you.
At Tweedleduh13, it's
Yeah,
back to you.
he was blowing those when you were rounding the bases. If you notice, we got October 8th, 2024, around 6:15 p.m. So
Oh,
this is
yeah.
So this is moments after the home run against Aaron Nola in Game 3.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
You had 43,000 people blowing you kisses.
Yeah,
I
that
had
was
a T-shirt made from that moment.
yeah the
The one I wore. No, I had I was wearing a T-shirt when we did the interview with you. It's you staring at the ball as it goes over.
that's right. That was the last time I was on the pod.
Right
I had
before you guys
that-
went to LA.
Yeah, I had the NLDS hat on. I think I wore
Yes,
that
you
hat.
did.
Yeah, I wore that hat. Probably I may have even fallen asleep with that hat on at one point.
All right, what else we got here, Daniel?
Jesse Winker needs to stay on this team. I love that guy. 86 vibes. Here we are.
Well, I
We're
got
back.
the 86 World Series champion
That's-
sweatshirt
hey,
here.
That's
so
a legendary sweatshirt.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Award for you, because I agree with this tweet. I mean, all jokes aside, you do bring that element that the 1986 Mets had. So credit to you and the rest of the guys, but that snarl, you can't teach that.
I appreciate that. No, yeah, it's a great group, man. There's a lot of guys here that want to win, and everybody here wants to win. So it's you know, it's really easy to come to work every day when that's the main focus for sure.
Let's see the next one.
I just want to. This is, you know, reading the mean tweets was way easier.
You liked it? I was gonna say it seemed like you were more comfortable with the mean ones. The nice ones, it's like you don't want to accept the love that you're getting.
I accept the love. But yeah, no, it's hard. I think you're right about that. Citi Field is on fire. I would take a bullet for Jesse Winker. It's not literally on fire.
Everything is good. Everything is safe.
That's my daughter, Wren.
Jesse's daughter is here.
Yes, that is what it's all about,
Yeah,
right
she's
there.
got her cheese stick.
And you know what? Let's just for a second take a second from the mean tweets, but the nice tweets, because I think that's a perfect moment to bring up. Like, fans also, I think, owe you a little bit of appreciation, credit, because you made it known how important family was in this organization, and that like shows it, right?
Okay, we'll go back soon. Okay, Daddy just has to finish with the guys. All right.
We should have a few more
Hey,
questions.
can you go give them a high five? Nice.
There we go.
One more.
Oh, nice wind
okay.
up. There you go.
All
Thank
right.
you.
We'll finish this. All right.
But you made it known how important and how much family meant to the team and how it really made you feel welcome here. And like we're seeing it, like your daughter, like who's here at the set, which you never see, and how happy she's been here and playing with people working here. So like just full circle moments, seeing that actually impacted a guy like Juan Soto coming here. What's like that to see?
You know, it's just it's really cool. It means a lot to everybody. You know, when you get traded to an organization and how welcoming everybody was, not just to me, but my daughter. And, you know, my mom helps me a lot out during the year. She really makes like my relationship with my daughter go. She goes and gets her and brings her to me, and I'll have her for homestands. So everything just, it made the transition so much smoother, you know, and the family room is amazing, and everyone involved there is great. You know, shout out to Kira. So yeah, man, it just made everything just really, really easy, and it just helped just, hey, you're going to go play baseball. It helped me slow everything down and get comfortable very quick. And it's also the guys in that room as well. They, you know, they made me feel like, not just me, but everyone that was traded made us feel like we were part of the team the whole year. And that, you know, that was big.
Let's see what else we got here.
Bro, I have true tears in my eye. Jesse Winker was one of my favorite non-Mets of all time. He hit a home run. That's supposed to be against.
Yes, that is
but
against.
I feel like
yeah.
there's, you know, October 8th, 6:15. There's some
Oh,
excitement
this
going
man
on.
had a couple Coors Lights in the in the prom when he was tweeting this.
He hit a home run against the bleeping Phillies at the crib. Hey, this is great. That's a really cool tweet.
And when you do it against Philadelphia, you get bonus points.
Yeah, no, it was you know, the NL East is it's a tough division, man. There's a lot of really hard places to go in and play, a lot of hard places to go in and win. So you know, obviously clinching against Atlanta and then, you know, beating Philly in the playoffs, that was really cool. And it was cool to be a part of, because I just, you know, I've kind of been on a bunch of little teams, and you learn like every team's like divisional like matchups and all this. So that was really cool to be a part of, for sure.
All right, we got 2 more tweets and then a picture for you to look at.
Jesse Winker, I can't even say my last name. Jesse Winker is a Mets legend for the rest of ever. Hey, shout out the views.
Nice. I didn't even see that.
Shout out the views. Hey, this is Zach again. Hey,
Zach's a big fan.
yeah, appreciate you, Zach. Hey,
And you'll check out the last one
Last
here.
tweet.
yeah.
I think this is saving the best for last.
Yeah, Jesse Winker, I will run through 17 walls for you. I hope you know this. I'm sorry for calling you. I'm going to say this. I'm sorry for calling you a when you didn't play for us. I was jealous. I didn't mean it. Hey, you know what? This is really cool. This is a really cool tweet, right? Because 1, the support through the 17 walls. 2,
It's a lot of walls.
admitting, you know, you were calling me a name. And then on top of that, saying you were jealous. You know, there's some very cool, you have nothing to be jealous about, by the way, Nick. You're good. But that's like a therapeutic tweet, so I appreciate that.
It's a very full circle
I feel like
moment
that's like
thing.
a journal entry for Nick, Adam Fox MVP. So
Oh, Ranger fan.
No wonder you follow this guy.
I don't follow him.
yeah, no, that's funny. That's a winker for sure. What was it, winkers?
Winker, stinker. They're all
Hey,
winkers, I think.
It's also true, man. I was kind of being a jerk, so I was being a so it's all good.
We took this on ourselves. Mets Twitter's been begging for you to just give a rundown on this. Daniel, pull up the final thing.
And this is not the only time, by the way. I know you did this at Citi Field a few times as well. This is a bit of a common occurrence for you.
Yeah, I kind of just walk around the field barefoot. A lot of people do this. I'm not like an innovator.
I know
by any means.
man.
Ottavino used to do it.
Yeah, a ton of people
Nobody's
have done
judging.
this. A ton of people have done this. If anything, I've acquired that over years of watching people. It started actually in Cincinnati. And then there was years I kind of got away from it, maybe because I had other things to take care of before the game, you know, maybe whatever. But yeah, I really started doing this like.
That's your dad laying down, doing a little sunning before the game.
I do like to relax. That's right, Wren. Yeah.
All right. Oh, don't worry. We're not doing anything bad
That's
here.
the one you got to worry about for sure. No, yeah. So I think at this moment I was listening to a breath work meditation. VO, who's with us, we did some breath work as well. And I was honestly, this was at Dodger Stadium, I think.
I think it was before Game 1 LCS.
Yeah. Can I have one more? I got to finish this up. All right.
Any more you want?
Just one more. Goldfish are great, huh? All right. Okay. Good? All right. 2 more minutes, all right? Cool. Yeah, and there was also a moment before this game where I was sitting out there and I was like, I'm in Dodger Stadium right now, about to play in Game 1 of the NLCS for an organization and a fan base I've always had a ton of respect for. And then just as a fan of the game, as a guy who loves baseball, I was just kind of like, man, this is cool. This is it's what you dream of. And I was kind of just taking it all in, and then I kind of did some breath work and maybe even caught a little 10-minute nap out there.
That's awesome. And I mean, Dodger Stadium, what better place to get that done?
It's awesome, man. That was cool. Yeah, they do a good job there.
Absolutely. Not as good of a job as the grounds crew at Citi Field, but
Shout
I'm sure
out
Dodger.
them. No, you're right.
Bill Deacon and company.
Let's give a shout out to all the grounds crew. They do a good job.
It's a good point.
Let's do.
Thank
you.
I got one more for you before we get you out of here. You were asked on Amazing Day, which was awesome. You were there after signing the contract, about your grills, and I believe you said you have a second pair that we have yet to see. So, is there a chance that you might debut that second pair sometime in 2025?
I'm not I'm kind of like a spur of the moment guy.
So you're not going to make a plan about it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
A lot of people in my family will attest to this. There's not a lot of planning that goes on up here. Kind of just things that happens. I mean, let's be honest. We could all probably agree to that. I'm a spur of the moment guy. At times I'll black out.
Ditto.
And at times I'll buy a grill.
You blacked out during your walk-off home run, I remember you said.
Facts.
Place is lit.
Place is lit. But Eric the jeweler from Avani, he made that one last year. He turned it out quick. Shout out to him. And then, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds with the jewelry game. But I do love grills. They probably are my favorite piece of jewelry. Just because I think they're so cool. And mine are they're just metal. The one you saw last year was white gold. I think diamond ones are cool. They're just not for me. I just like the all gold. I've always wanted a rose gold one. But I don't know. I might leave the grill in 2024, and who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'll come back with something else, or maybe nothing.
Well, if you do bring it back, promo team, Jesse Winker Grills giveaway. That will move tickets.
That would be
Mets baseball moves tickets, but that will also move tickets.
But we'd have to figure out maybe like a mouth guard or something.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't want like a plastic grill and then paint chipping and people potentially getting sick.
We can workshop it.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe I don't know.
We're onto something,
Vampire
Jesse.
teeth.
We'll figure it out.
Or hillbilly teeth. Remember hillbilly teeth in the 90s when those were like a big thing?
You just called me a hillbilly.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not calling you a hillbilly.
That's the Buffalo thing. Got it.
No.
By the
I
way,
love
next year's the
Buffalo.
Bills' year, Jesse. I know we talked on Amazing Day. I'm sorry. I fell for the 716.
It's shout out to 716, man.
Congrats, Josh.
Yeah, MVP. I grew up a Bills fan. That's really, when people ask me, hey, what was your favorite team growing up? It's literally just the Buffalo Bills. And I know a lot of people, they're waiting for that championship, but that was still such a fun team to follow. They're coached really well, and there's a lot of really good players there. So, it was a good season, man. Anytime you're a game away from the Super Bowl, it is what it is. You got beat by a good team. It happens. You tip your hat and you go back next year and you figure out a way. So
Jesse, thank you so much for joining us, doing the nice tweets with us. And I want to say, a lot of guys, when you ask them to do the podcast, not blow you off, but they'll be like, I can't, I'll figure it out. We said to you, do you want to do this? You said, I promise you I'm going to do it. And you even came up to us both
After the clincher.
After the clincher at Citi Field, while you were celebrating, came over to both of us separately and said, "Guys, I didn't forget about you. You're 100%. We're 100% doing this. I'm just locked in right now." And neither of us have ever forgotten that. We appreciate you as a dude, as a player.
Man
Thanks
of
so
the
much,
people.
Jesse.
Man of the people, baby.
Sorry,
Let's keep this guy safe.
Hot mic.
We're good.
Yeah, no, thank you guys, and thank you for letting me bring my daughter.
Oh, thank you.
And then everyone to the all the pictures and production team. They let my daughter be a part of that as well. So thank you. Let's go Mets.